Hey guys, it's Aaron. Today is Friday, March 9th, 2013, and you're watching 5 Awesome Musicians. Today we're back in my office in the Cranard Center. It's been a really busy day, and I just had a very long rehearsal, so I figured I'd tape it in here because the camera's better and there's more light in here. Steven, thanks for being our guest vlogger. It was really cool to hear about all your different opportunities in New York, and that's really cool. You asked us about our favorite Sondheim shows, and although I like most of the shows, I think there are 3 that I would pick. Sweeney Todd, Company, and Passion. Not a lot of people know Passion. It has really beautiful, gorgeous music, and it's based off of a book that he read. It's a smaller show, and it's only one act. It revolves around 3 main characters, Giorgio, who's a soldier, Clara, who's his lover, and Fosca, who's an elderly woman who is secluded to her bed and has to stay there. Fosca is the sister of another person in the military, and Giorgio is sent to her house while he's on military leave, and in the meantime, she notices him and writes a letter to him, and he goes and visits her, and she is secluded in bed, and she has this disease, and she's supposed to be very ugly. And the show is basically about how love and passion ignites in many different ways and it becomes a love triangle between him and Clara and Fosca, and it's a really beautiful show, and it's not done that often, but it's some gorgeous music and really insightful personal lyrics. So, Passion, you should all check it out. Chris, good question about warm-ups. In orchestra, we don't really do warm-ups. In band, they do a lot of Bach chorales and warm-ups and things, but in orchestra, it's just kind of sit down and play and go. When the orchestra sits down and everyone's warming up before, everyone has their own personal thing. I play a few scales, and I have some passages from some pieces that I play through just to sort of get the agility in my fingers going. One of my favorite warm-ups to do when working with shows is the counting one, where we start together, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, go all the way up to 8 because it's an octave, and then you start at 8, and then go all the way down, and then you do it in rounds, and it usually gets everyone really excited, and it's hard. And I also do it with solfege, so do, re, mi, re, do, but I find they don't like that as much because it's harder. Andre, I totally forgot about that happening in the pit, but I also remember that before we found the plug had melted, throughout the whole show we smelled something sort of like marshmallows toasting. It smelled like something was burning, but no one was really sure what. And it wasn't until, I think it was the end of the show, where we looked down and saw it smoking and pulled out the plug inside and melted. But yeah, there were just a lot of things that happened with that show. And also, for your challenge, Andre, I do know what piece it is, and I do also know the time signature, so I won't give it away. JB, when you and Andre and Steven are together in New York, totally jealous by the way, you should see Matilda for the matinee. If you can't see Matilda, then you should see Cinderella. I know the others have, but you should see Cinderella. And if the 3 of you really want to stick together and see something that's not Matilda, you should see Newsies. Or Phantom? If you've never seen it on stage, it's definitely worth seeing it. So, as Andre said, he's playing in the pit for Little Shop, and we have our Sitz probe on Sunday, so I'm going to try to bring some footage of that for next week's vlog. It's just been another crazy week here in Champaign, between Little Shop rehearsals and Drood rehearsals and everything else going on. It's just been really busy, as I'm sure Steven can attest to as a working musician in New York. Today's button-down shirt of the week is this yellow button-down shirt. I think it's from an LL Bean shirt that my mom got me at some point. But it's nice. It's in the same vein as that pink shirt from about a month ago. So that's this one. Today's song of the week is a piece by Debussy called Prelude to the Afternoon of a Faun. And my challenge for the other 4 awesome musicians is to listen to the piece. It's only about 9 to 10 minutes long. Is to listen to the piece and tell me, just free associate. Tell me what you think of the piece. It's one of the most beautiful, and it marked an important moment in music history with tonality and romanticism and impressionism. And I think it's a really sensual and beautiful piece. So I want you to listen to it and just kind of tell me what you think about it. Do you like it? What are some words you associate with it? Stuff like that. Free associate. So that's my challenge for the other 4 awesome musicians this week. Have a wonderful week. See you next time.